Each of us has a story to tell. Each of us has a unique experience to share. Each of us has weaknesses to overcome. What a heartwarming feeling when someone says to you, "Go ahead, tell me what's on your mind. I'm here to listen." Yet, oftentimes, these beautiful, comforting words will surely turn into a different story when we are angry. We might find ourselves speaking sharply. Listening becomes harder, and understanding seems difficult to achieve. In this episode, I am inviting you to join me today as we take on the challenge of remembering the kindness in others when we are upset. See patience to our loved ones when we are in distress, or even show sympathy to our friends when we are disappointed. And above all, offer genuine love to someone who caused us pain, just as Jesus loves us, while we are learning the art to listen first and talk later. How are we going to communicate in a good way to others? Every day. The Bible points out a brilliant counsel in James chapter 1, verse 19. It says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." Please note that this verse teaches us three opposite clauses that expresses a command. Be quick to listen, slow to speak, and be slow to anger. We can gain an inspiration from Bryant McGill. In his quote, "One of the sincerest forms of respect is listening to what another has to say." This explains that by listening, you show respect to the person speaking, and it shows that you value their thoughts and opinions. On the other hand, a philosopher once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Do you have a moment when you want to burst out your anger because someone disappoints you? Like when your friend does not want to share their toys with you. Your mom cancels promised outings and even limits your playtime. Or your dad stops you from talking back to him, to your mom, even to your siblings, or he criticizes your favorite hobby. These situations can make you feel upset and frustrated and might trigger you to speak hurting words and throw tantrums. My dear kids, please remember this. If we are tempted to fight or express silly words because of anger, just be reminded of the recommendation of Apostle Paul in Ephesians chapter 4, verses 26 and 27. Be angry and do not sin. Do not let the sun go down on your anger, and give no opportunity to the devil. It means that we should never allow our anger to last longer than a day. Moreover, speaking is a wonderful gift. Words can paint a meaningful picture of a person's heart. However, we must take guidance from the scriptures in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 2. That says, "The tongue of a wise uses knowledge rightly, but the mouth of a fool, but the mouth of fools pours forth foolishness. On another note, there was a wonderful story of a little boy who was loved by his mother and father. They taught him how to love and spend his life to serve Jesus. One beautiful evening, when the boy was sleeping, he heard a gentle voice calling, "Samuel!" And then he ran and said politely, "Here I am." But Priest Eli answered, "I didn't call you. Go back to bed." This happened 3 times. Then, upon hearing the call on the 4th time, he answered, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." Samuel grows up, became the last judge of Israel, the first prophet, functioned as a priest, and was a great man of faith. The life story of Samuel is a great reminder for us to listen what God is telling us. This is Auntie Marife, happy to greet you a wonderful day to all the kids around the world.
Kids, I hope you are all doing great today. Last time, we learned a very important lesson. Don't be afraid, for God is always with you. Today, we have a special treat. It's Bible quiz time. So, get ready, grab your thinking caps, and let's see how much you remember from our last episode. Are you excited? I know I am, and let's dive in. All right, friends, here comes our first question. Remember, it's all about what we learned last time. Listen carefully and try to recall the stories and teaching we discussed. For question number 1, what does Auntie Marife feel every time their father cradles them in his arms? Again, what does Auntie Marife feel every time their father cradles them in his arms? Letter A, courage and comfort. Again, courage and comfort. Letter B, anger. Letter B, anger. Letter C, fear. Letter C, fear. And letter D, sadness. Letter D, sadness. Next question. What is the key message of Isaiah 41 verse 10 mentioned in the Bible Talk? Again, what is the key message of Isaiah 41 verse 10 mentioned in the Bible Talk? Letter A, do not be afraid, for I am with you. Again, do not be afraid, for I am with you. Letter B, be happy, for I am sad. Again, be happy, for I am sad. And letter C, always sing with joy to honor me. Letter C, always sing with joy to honor me. And letter D, do not play if you are afraid. Do not play if you are afraid. Here's the last one. What is the lesson learned from the story of the father and his 2 sons? Again, what is the lesson learned from the story of the father and his 2 sons? Letter A, father should never forgive. Again, father should never forgive. Letter B, fathers will always reject their children. Fathers will always reject their children. Letter C, fathers do not care about their children's mistake. Fathers do not care about their children's mistake. Letter D, fathers will always welcome their children back with love and forgiveness. Fathers will always welcome their children back with love and forgiveness. Wow, great job everyone! Now, let's see who got the right answers. Ready? Here we go. For question number 1, what does Auntie Marife feel every time their father cradles them in his arms? And the answer is letter A, courage and comfort. What is the key message of Isaiah 41 verse 10 mentioned in the Bible Talk? And what's the answer? Yes, the answer is letter A, do not be afraid, for I am with you. For question number 3, what is the lesson learned from the story of the father and his 2 sons? And the answer is letter D, fathers will always welcome their children back with love and forgiveness. Raise your hands if you got all the answers right. Yes, fantastic! It looks like you all listened very well to Auntie Marife's story and teachings. I am so proud of each one of you. That was amazing, everyone! You did such a great job on today's Bible quiz. Remember, God is always with you, no matter what. Keep that in your heart as you go through your week. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to see you next time. And have a blessed day, dear kids. Bye!